Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The NBA's best under-the-radar off-season moves. We're always talking about the star transplants that make headlines, but what about the teams that made some savvy non-star moves that could put them over the top? Take a look at the Oklahoma City Thunder, who won it all last year, and it was two key signings that made all the difference. Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein became instant starters after joining the team, and suddenly they were a championship contender. Now we're talking about contenders like the Cleveland Cavaliers, who may have been the best team in the NBA for most of the season, but just couldn't get healthy enough to make it through the playoffs. They've added Trae Ball, a two-way player who can bring that exact kind of pressure punch on defense. Ball's not an every-night player, but if he stays healthy, his impact could be huge in the playoffs. He'll also enhance those guys, like Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, and Darius Garland, by bringing his own unique computer-like processing to the table. In Chicago, Ball and Caruso used to wreak havoc on the defensive end as a dynamic duo. They're similarly stationed as long, handsy defenders in Cleveland, even if one isn't quite as good offensively as the other. The Cavaliers might not win the East without Trae Ball, but he's definitely got the potential to be that difference-maker. And let's give credit where it's due. Snagging Bradley Beal from free agency was a savvy move by the Clippers, and locking down Lopez for his services is just another cool story unfolding. Lopez isn't what he used to be, but he's still an elite shot contester with flawless vertical form. He might not be as dominant on defense as he once was, but in smaller samples, he looks like an embarrassment of big man riches. The Clippers are set up to face any lineup that comes their way: big man, small man, two guards, you name it. They've got Zubac and Lopez patrolling the paint, and they can deploy them together in a perfectly paired unit or spell Zubac with Lopez for 48 minutes of single-center conventionality. In New York, the Knicks made some savvy moves of their own, improving their bench with Jordan Clarkson and Guerschon Yabusele. Clarkson's a born scorer who can take weight off Jalen Brunson in lineups, but it's Yabusele who I'm most excited about. He was a star turn for France at the Paris Olympics last year and brings three-point shooting that could swing different units. Josh Hart is great, but when the Knicks go with three wings along with Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns, his shooting can be a problem. That's where Yabusele comes in. He bangs 38% of his threes on 4 attempts a night, and can replace Hart at closing time to give New York 5 threatening shooters while keeping their defense intact. In Atlanta, Kristaps Porziņģis could end up taking the Hawks to another level if he stays healthy. He pairs perfectly with Trae Young, who can get into the paint, and Porziņģis popping well beyond the three-point line makes them deadly on offense. Defensively, imagine a closing lineup with Young surrounded by Johnson, Alexander-Walker, Daniels, and Porziņģis. It's a unit that holds opponents to just a 42% conversion rate. That's pretty damn good, and it's Porziņģis who brings it all together on both ends. The Hawks have built their team around Young in specific support of his game, turning their wing defense into elite coverage, and now they've got a top-shelf rim protector in Porziņģis. If Young can't win with this kind of team, as long as the collective health holds up, there's nowhere else to point the finger. In summary, these teams made some savvy moves that could put them over the top: the Thunder with Caruso and Hartenstein, the Cavs with Ball, the Clippers with Lopez, the Knicks with Clarkson and Yabusele, Atlanta with Porziņģis, and it's exciting to think about what they might accomplish.